We're here in Amsterdam at the Blockchain Expo, and we're here with quite an interesting project. Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, hi. My name is Dean van Dugteren. I'm the founder and CEO of nOS, which is a virtual operating system built on top of the Neo blockchain. We basically allow for easy development, deployment, interaction, and discovery of decentralized applications.
Built on Neo blockchain, maybe you can tell the people why are you using Neo? What's the advantage?
Yeah, sure. So me myself, I'm a developer at City of Zion, which is kind of the Western development arm of Neo. So I've been building on Neo for ever since it was N-shares, basically. So over a year now. Basically, my preference to Neo is it allows you to build smart contracts in any language that you're familiar with, like Python and JavaScript. So you don't need to learn any new languages to build something like that. And with nOS, we want to make development of decentralized applications easy. So it only makes sense for us that we use the platform that we consider easiest as well.
Yeah, some people say Neo is centralized, or Neo is using JavaScript. It's what do you, which is in some cases these people say it's like a bad thing or something. What do you think of this criticism?
I think it's a fair criticism. Decentralization is something that's being worked towards, and in my opinion, it's more a philosophical thing. My opinion is that decentralization should be the result of a good project and of good progress, rather than the starting point for a blockchain project. You know, because starting in a more centralized way allows a blockchain to become more upgradable and updatable in ways that when you're starting off decentralized is just harder to do. Then you're going to end up with the classic or the cash version, right? And it's way faster and easier to basically upgrade your platform when you start off more centralized. But it's not to say it's
cheaper.
Yeah, and cheaper, because they're under more control, so it's easier to upgrade things and it's cheaper to run it. And obviously when things go well and there's more upgrades and stability is something which is achieved more, we'll see more decentralization happen on the Neo blockchain as well. It's a progress.
And can you tell something about the partnership between nOS and Neo? Did they actually invest in you guys or the Neo Foundation?
Yeah, so Neo Global Capital, which is basically the venture capital fund started by the Neo Foundation, is our angel investor. So they are the first to openly support us and announce a partnership with us. And Roger Lim, who is a founding partner of the Neo Global Capital, is our advisor as well.
Okay, cool, sounds good. And what are the next milestones for this year? Actually, your platform is already running. Actually,
yeah, that's right. We already have our MVP live, so developers can actually build applications already on top of our platform, and people can contribute to our code base. And one of the reasons that people do this is because we have, well, first off, because it's really cool to do, and that's the point. We also allow for we have a public pre-sale. But it's only accessible to people who contribute to nOS. So we have designers who build beautiful designs as part of our design contest. We have developers who've been contributing to our code base, and we have people building really cool concept applications on top of our platform as well. And these people are getting access to our pre-TGE, basically, our token generation event. Yeah. And for the next milestones, which was your question. So our first milestone was the release of the application, obviously, which we already did. So expanding on the application, integrating new design, having the actual TGE, and then when our platform is public, I mean it is public, but when we have more consumer adoption and the TGE has successfully concluded, we will be announcing partnerships with applications that are building on top of our platform, and just work towards everything that's motivating adoption of blockchain and decentralized applications in general.
For the wider public to get a picture of this, I mean, we all know the Play Store and the App Store. I mean, with your product, we get maybe a decentralized App Store, for instance.
That's right. One of the things we do is we offer a decentralized App Store, among other things. We're a full stack solution, so we allow for development with very easy to use APIs. We have a protocol for real decentralized applications, which are not connected to the internet per se, but only to the blockchain if you want to. So people's data is safe. And one of the things we do is a decentralized app store. So this is like an app store for your cell phone, for example, or on Windows or OS X. Except it's completely democratized and decentralized. So there's no central authority controlling how the apps rank. And you can actually use the nOS token to stake and gain voting power on our network. And then you can vote on applications and have a say in what's good and what's bad, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, what we also see in a Linux environment, you have these. We have these apps on a Linux environment. People can vote, etc.
Yeah, and it's completely open source too. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And what kind of clients are you looking for? I mean, obviously you're looking for developers, but also for clients that want to use this technology. What kind of?
So, as a virtual operating system, we basically use we look for everyone that looks to use the applications on the platform, right? So imagine if you have this is something I talked about in the EU Parliament regarding blockchain adoption. One thing that is an important distinction to make in the blockchain space right now is you want a fitness user to use a fitness app. You want a single person to use a dating app, right? You don't want a blockchain investor to use a fitness app, right? If you look at Twitter right now and you see you go through the followers of a application for data analytics or for social networking, you see a lot of descriptions that say blockchain investor, Bitcoin investor, a cryptocurrency, whatever, and that's not actually the target group. So what we want to do is we want to enable these applications to actually reach out to their specific target groups and not anymore to only the blockchain enthusiasts.
Okay. For instance, can it be used by, I don't know, IT companies or small businesses? Maybe you have an example.
That too. I cannot give you examples like real examples right now because that would make implications, right? We want to make sure that when we make an announcement with partners or whatever that we do it right? If you have a dating application, for example, you want to make sure that the dating person uses it and so forth. Yeah. So basically what we want to do is make blockchain applications more adoptable for the general public. So IT companies and developers can definitely use it. It's a good question. Right now, when you look for developers, you have for a blockchain project, you look for blockchain developers, right? You look for smart contract developers. What we want to do is have these companies who want to build a D app and who want to integrate with blockchain, give them the ability to just look for developers, web developers, people who are familiar with languages like JavaScript and Python and who do not necessarily need to know the ins and outs of consensus protocols, of certain blockchain mechanisms, of IPFS. We want to take away all those hardships and just keep things simple, right?
Sounds good. So if people are interested in the token sale, maybe you can tell something about that.
Yeah. So all the information you can find on nos.io. We have all our official channels on there, our Telegram, newsletter, Twitter, all that stuff. Our token sale is planned for Q3, the third quarter this year, which is actually quite soon. Yeah. So we're planning to have it in that period of time. And anyone who will be able to participate in the public sale, and if you're a developer, you can start building applications and actually get access into our pre-sale as well.
Right, and you can buy the tokens, of course, with Neo or Ethereum or only Neo?
It's going to be Neo and Gas. We're an NEP5 token, so you can buy or you can get the token using Neo and Gas. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you too.